In 1795, a sea captain built a house for his wife in a small rural town along the eastern seaboard. He was called back to sea shortly after and never returned. His wife, heartbroken, abandoned the house, and that's when the sightings began. Over the next 2 centuries, the house would claim multiple lives and drive at least one person to madness. This is the story of Hill House. Welcome to Ghost Binkers. Pause for dramatic effect. Hello, junior and senior Binkers. I'm Trev, and I want to believe in ghosts ever so badly. And with me is my buddy and co-host, Killian.
I believe in ghosts now, and when I find one, I'm going to hit it with Rey Mysterio's signature move, the 619. Hopefully there's turnbuckles and ropes, because I'm going to hit it with the 619. I do think I do have to jump through the ropes and swing around on them and come back and kick him in the face.
And you have to do like a backflip off the top
easy.
rope.
That part's
We have a mask on too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You don't want the ghost to know who you are.
And if it moves an inch, I won't be able to see anymore, and then I assume like Andre the Giant will break me in half by accident. And I have to like fight with a broken fibula for 2 weeks after.
Wow, what a hero.
Yeah. Well, the people in Arkansas need to see me go.
With us, we have our returning guest Binkers, Trevor and Hannah.
Our RGBs.
Hello.
And together, we are the Ghost Binkers, and we explore real-life spooky stories and joke the spooky credibility out of them. A light binking, so to speak.
If they were returning Binker guests, they'd be RBGs. And
Shit.
we could do like a bunch of Ruth Bader Ginsburg
Yeah,
bits.
that's
Oh,
amazing.
damn.
Also, so every time that I hear pause for dramatic effect, I like picture like pause.
like little guys.
What kind of paws? Like mouse paws? Or,
They're just
or
paws,
cat
just like
paws?
big,
Mouse
just big
paws.
Dog paws?
Just like, yeah, I guess
we have
like-
mice in the attic. They're
like
top
wolf,
of mind.
Like wolf
Okay.
paws. We went.
Oh,
to
wolf
Wolf,
paws,
like
okay.
wolves are like mascot wolf.
Like mascot.
Yeah,
so
mascot.
furry,
Like furry
furry paws.
paws?
Yeah, I think I was trying to get around that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So it's just like big paws for
Your
dramatic
paws are
effect.
connected to like rippling 8-pack abs.
So what
No,
you're-
no, it's
sort
actually
of daddy
the
type
fattest
smell.
person.
Oh, that's
ever.
so what-
They're
yeah.
pregnant, actually.
I would get the fursuit hot,
Yeah,
for the
of
record.
course.
So what you're saying is I need to reassess saying that or really lean into it.
No, I just wanted to tell you what I thought. You can just continue doing it how you want to do it.
You should say ooh, pause for dramatic effect.
So we've been getting a lot of questions since the last time you guys were on the episode.
A lot of cues.
And people are wondering, did you guys meet from the podcast?
Yeah.
I don't actually know anyone on this podcast. I just kind of keep showing up, and I get a
He's
mic.
putting in the inquiries on the website.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess let that be a lesson. You can inquiry on the website and you'll end up on the show.
Honestly,
Yeah.
not that far off.
Now,
in
you know,
terms
married
of-
with kids, so.
I do have a surprise for you guys, so I'm actually going to just go grab it
You need
really
to
quick.
filibuster
Yeah,
about
sounds
it.
good.
So yeah, if you guys want to filibuster and vamp.
So since you guys are returning RBGs, are you going to stay on the show for too long and then die, and then we have to get other guests, and it's really inconvenient?
Yeah, and I'd like a lot of Facebook posts. About
Okay,
me too,
cool.
because
Yeah.
I think that would really make a lot of people. But you can only react to it. You're not allowed to do the other
Yeah.
ones.
Are there any like extremely inappropriate and corny movie references you can make about your lives? You know, sort of Trev Conda forever.
No, but Trev Conda Forever is kind of insane.
Kind of goes hard, actually.
Yeah, actually, I might actually use that from
You
now
show up
on.
next time in a Trev Conda forever shirt.
Yeah, I think I had to change my legal name from Trevortex to Trev Conda. Like, oh, Trevor, what's that short for? Trev Conda? It's a pretty small city in Africa, but we have resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also could like definitely talk down to white people more if you did that.
I mean, I just
You could be like, "Oh, do you know Wakanda?" And they'd be like, "Huh?" That's alarming. That's terrifying.
April Fool!
I now understand the smoothness. I did. So for the record, for everyone at home, because no one else was here, I saw Trev for the first time today, and I said, "So bald." That was all I said, and I said, "So smooth," and so I sense now that hey, speaking of my struggle, speaking of a struggle, I understand. Yeah.
So for the listeners who are not watching right now, you should check it out on YouTube. But I am dressed as Killian,
Yeah.
vaguely. I have a wig
Vaguely.
and glasses.
I didn't prepare a hurtful bit. For
I
you.
don't. This is actually very
I
jarring.
feel like this
I
is
didn't get a bald-
this is
I
a
got a bald
compliment.
I think I've known you for like.
I have a bald cap if you want to wear
No,
a bald
they
cap.
hurt. I do not like them. I went as Femboy Link for Halloween a while back, and the wig and cap situation is I hate it. I use my real hair when possible.
Also, I wasn't lying.
Oh my
so
God.
Wow.
Again, another visual bit. So
The glasses are great.
So this is we have Bink Bink here, who is Trevor spent a bunch of time making this for me, and the night I took it home, I was really drunk and fell asleep, and I smashed it to bits in the car.
Great.
And Amy put it back together for me.
You know that
and gave
Japanese
it sunglasses.
You know that Japanese art form where like when something breaks, they use gold to like make it apart. You do that with globs of
Or
cum-looking
passing it
hot
around.
glue.
Just place it there, and people might be able to see it on
It's kind of like if I like
the video episode.
if I was like I saw my dad for like a while and then like he fell down the stairs and then I came and saw him again and like he was like, oh, I'm fine, but he looked like really different. Like that's kind of what that felt like.
He's sort of a shell of what he was.
Yeah, it's sort of like I kind of know them, but I don't know them
I
anymore.
recognize the shape, but I do not recognize the content.
The lights are on, but no one's home.
It looks painful, if that's helpful.
And
Yeah.
Fake Killian. Wasn't it your birthday recently?
Oh, I don't like to let people. Oh, whoa. What the heck? Oh, it's a smeared off ice.
One of those famous
I love
slices.
that. Thank you.
Say if you don't want that, I will drink it.
It is my fake birthday.
I will drink 2 of them if you don't want that.
I will say, Killian, I really wholeheartedly respect like having hair like this. I cannot.
Yeah, I just can't believe-
can't see anything.
I can't believe we have 2 computer science majors on the same podcast now.
I can't see anything. This is why I'm bald usually. I'm not used to having this much power. Anyway, let's get into our episode.
I don't know if I can look to the right anymore.
I know. It is jarring because it's on both sides.
I don't feel comfortable.
Is it now that we're a video podcast? Is it way worse when I text my wife in the middle of the podcast?
I wouldn't say it's worse. I haven't got any complaints
sort
about
of
it. but-
bragging that you have a wife, honestly. Sort of dunking
That's
on
true, that
the
is
singleoids in the chat.
I didn't forget the ring for the first time in 6 months.
So
We don't wear it at home, so like when I go out,
Yeah.
I will be like,
Rules are off at home.
We'll be going to like couples sex pool, and I'll be like, oh, I don't have the ring. Like, I never remember it, and then we go anywhere, and I'm like, oh, I should have thought about having a ring on.
ring.
This. We're like going to bar hopping.
Do you get discounts anywhere with it?
No, but I like to pretend that there is a woman out there who possibly could find me attractive.
This is
And
true.
so
Well,
it's
you
very.
got her.
It's not going to. Sorry, a second one, more than one, and a jury is sort of out occasionally. But so I forget the ring all the time. It falls off my hand. It's a nightmare.
Just to see what happens.
Nope. No, I drop it on the floor and I lose it.
fun fact, Killian, I know you've said this multiple times. You hate pranks.
I am a prank hater. Yeah, that's true.
So I'm kind of hoping that no ghosts prank us.
It
in the
does
house.
make me feel better that you are touching your hair as much
Yeah,
as
no,
I
it
do
seems
on the
like you're
show.
struggling.
It's
You get
real.
it.
Because I watched
can't see
one
anything.
video episode and I was like doing this and I was like, I can't do that on the fucking screen. And then seeing you do it makes me feel like, oh, okay, it's a hair thing.
You know what you should do? You should eat. You should see how fun it is to eat with hair.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
wanna
I
do
should
that.
start eating like a
terrible.
fucking
Hold
bean
on,
burrito.
Yeah, go
I
get
have, I have
ramen.
some French fries. Hold on.
Go get ramen. No, you gotta eat something wet.
So you know what?
Oh God.
Don't eat it wet.
I
You
hate
have to
hair.
eat
I
wet.
hate getting hair in my
Yeah.
mouth. This is horrible.
Oh, you know what's better when you're like very far into a dish and then you just pull one out of like your stomach.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It connects to your ass, I assume, at the
Yep.
other end.
Yep.
Awful.
I used to have when Terry and I first started dating, and I was like a loser. I was like,
chud.
well, when you first start dating a boy, they're like kind of a disaster.
Yeah, true.
And I had like a stocking hat that I would specifically just put on to eat, that I called the eating hat.
The eating hat.
And then Terry was like, "Why don't you tie your hair
That's
up
smart.
in a ponytail?" And I was like, "I have a hat. I have an eating hat."
Tell me what
Has
I
your
want.
hair always been long?
Well, so when
For
I
a
met
long
Terry,
time.
yeah, roughly. Like it was short going into college, and I kind of just let it grow. And then I cut it again after I graduated college, or towards the end of college. I started cutting it, and then I was like, man, I wish I could grow my hair again, but it looks really stupid for a while.
Yeah, the middle.
And then COVID happened, and I immediately was like, gonna grow my hair.
It's time. I'm not working.
The hat is not helping.
And Trevor, have you always had long hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually shorter than I'm used to.
It's crazy.
So
You're both twins. This was the twin thing you were talking about.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
This-
well, let's get this show on the road so I can get out of this wig as fast as possible.
Me too.
You are under your own power. You can take the wig off at any time.
I can't. I gotta commit to the bit.
I hate the bit. So
I have to commit.
the bit is cruel to me in some way.
It's pretty good.
I think
It's a good bit.
this is an homage.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Are there other pranks? Yeah, it's the prank that at the end of it you blow your head off.
Yeah.
The other prank is that everyone finds out that I'm actually bald.
I think
That would be devastating.
best case scenario is that like we put a clip of you in this and our viewership quintuples.
Yeah.
And you
That's
find
what
out
I'm hoping.
you find out that the problem with the podcast is you.
That I'm
if there was
bald,
more
yeah.
if there was more of
Bald.
me, if there was more of me and more hair, we'd be doing numbers.
Yeah. Well, so this story came to me from a listener who grew up near the area the story took place. They asked to stay anonymous to avoid me accidentally doxing them. So they did not tell me the exact location. However, they did email me some things. And that's a reminder to our listeners. Feel free to email us.
You should.
ghostbinkers@gmail.com.
I think Mothman did at some point or something.
I actually want to. I listen via the Ghost Binkers website. I no longer have Spotify.
Whoa.
So
Oh, yeah?
I'm one of the Ghost Binkers website people.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel very raw when I do.
Fun
that.
fact, you can listen right on the
was
website,
gonna say,
ghostbinkers.com.
You can listen right on the website.
Right on the website. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it plays
I didn't know
right
that was a
there.
part of it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's actually the only reason. It's like now, because I visit it every week now. It's like if I open up my Chrome browser, it's like suggests like, oh, would you like to go to ghostbinkers.com?
Oh, that's great.
Send him a little email while you're there.
No, I'm driving usually.
I open my laptop, I put it on the dashboard.
I'm tapping up real quick. I make sure that I have my Twitch stream open as well.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, double
You have a second. You have a second monitor with like Subway Surfers on it.
Yeah, and I make sure I put my feet on all the pedals at the same time, so
Yeah.
I can't really do anything bad.
Yeah, well, you're going medium then.
Yeah. Medium. You know how fast you're going? No, medium I was going.
I held the fast pedal and the stop pedal, which I'm going regular. Thank you very much.
So this email comes from D. Crawley. I'm not going to give them the full email. I don't want people emailing this person.
Okay, just where do they live though?
Well, see, that's the thing. I can't say that. But the email says, "Hey guys, I just found your podcast a couple months ago. Love the show. I grew up in a small town on the East Coast, and there's a house here that has a really dark history going back to the 1700s. A sea captain built it for his wife. She left, and basically everyone who's lived there since has either died or gone crazy. There were guided tours for a while, but the place got shut down a few years ago, and nobody really talks about it anymore. I'd rather not say the name of the town because people there get weird about it, and I still have family in the area, but I can give you details if you want to do an episode on it. Let me know, D." And I mean, besides Mothman, that's like the only other stranger that's ever emailed us. So
And it's like super ambiguous. You have to find out.
Yeah.
I know. Well, so I thought it was spam. I was like,
Yeah.
Still not
is this spam?
Just a little
But
teaser.
experience that I had with the previous podcast, I like to respond to spam.
Yeah.
So I
This
responded.
is actually very true.
I responded very earnestly, and I was like, "Hey, let me know." And it turned out to be real.
Wow. So you're telling me that I should respond to all spam messages?
Yes.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
that
Okay,
is the
cool.
that is
With your
the-
credit card.
With my
info.
credit card and
Yeah.
those wacky numbers on the back,
Yeah,
just to make
exactly.
sure.
All of them.
Okay, good.
That is the moral of the story here is if you get a spam email, you might as well respond.
Could be a
to
person on the other side
Yeah.
who doesn't want to tell you where they live.
Yeah.
All right,
D.
I'll take that. D.
D's on the other side.
Yeah, D's
D.
nuts.
I don't want to get too much D on the other side.
Don't be homophobic with the wig on. Take the wig off and be homophobic.
No.
Oh, that shit. What
They
the
won't
fuck?
know which one of you was
that's
homophobic.
bullshit.
That's true. They don't know.
It's just trash.
Everything I say as fake Killian just translates to what Killian said.
Yeah, so wow, that's pretty fucked up to say, Killian.
I got to do a voice to be distinct. It's me, Killian. This is how I've always sounded.
So D actually gave me a few local legends themselves, and then pointed me to a book, and that's where I got most of the information from. And as we know, when I hit up a book, usually the history and hauntings are mixed together. I don't know why they format it that way. Personally, I prefer history than hauntings, but
Hit up a book is a wild way to tell people you don't read a lot.
He reads one book a lot.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
the book series that
I actually don't even read those.
You are like very much not a reader.
No.
Which I think is funny that you did pick a sort of podcast idea where you have to read a lot.
I'm not gonna lie. Didn't think about that when I
Yeah.
picked the idea.
it's okay. I also don't like reading. I just get tired.
I get
I get
sleepy.
sleepy. I get sleepy.
I fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm just
And then
like,
I have
this
to
is it.
read the same paragraph literally like 6 times.
And then I lose my point. Sometimes I don't like if I don't like the bookmark. I'm like, well, I don't know where I am. I'm not a caveman. I'm not gonna dog ear it.
Yeah, you gotta
I'm
respect
like,
the book.
Like, why would I read a book when I could play Persona 5 Royal again?
Yeah.
That's reading.
Yeah, it is.
well, one,
reading.
because you don't need to think when you do that. You can just
Exactly.
your body automatically moves and
I know
completes
exactly
the
what I'm in
100%.
flow state.
The game hits fucking the middle of September, and I've maxed every
Yep.
every link and social link, and I'm just playing darts for fun.
Exactly.
I also am reading a book for smart people, so I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Is it the Bible?
No, I said for smart people, sweetie. I pull my fedora out. That's the continuing prank of this dumbass episode.
We're bookending the table. We have smart Killian and dumb Killian.
That's a great point.
What am I?
You're like a.
You're just Trevor.
You're
Black
like
Killian.
You're like the awful Scrooge ghost of my
Bizarro
different
Killian.
future. if I just only read Harry Potter and then stopped when I was 6 for some reason.
Speaking of books, so
Nice.
this book is called Haunted Hollers, Ghost Stories and Dark Histories of the Eastern Shore. And it's by Robert Lawrence. I'll link I guess an Amazon link, an Amazon affiliate link
What's
in
up?
the
No,
Ghouly
do like
Bites.
Chegg.
Chegg?
Remember Chegg? Y'all remember
I have not
Chegg?
thought of that
Yeah,
word
yeah.
in probably
I feel like
15
Chegg is
years.
That's my
I feel
skill
like
is
Chegg is a
like
slur.
my skill is hitting someone with
Goddamn
something that was
Cheggs,
like
dude.
a 2011 staple, and I just
Yeah. Text Cha Cha for the download.
Oh, shit.
My God.
What is it, like 260 or something like that?
Yeah, that was 242.
261.
Oh, I thought it was two. I don't know.
Well, I have a
Oh,
different.
no.
Oh, 242. No, you're
I have
right. You're
Chump
right.
Chump. It's a different guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna
He
go
lies
on,
to you.
I'm gonna go on Quora and ask this or
Oh,
whatever.
good.
Ask-
Good.
I just had
or
it saved as
Yahoo.
a contact in my phone.
Yikes.
Yeah, Yahoo Answers.
Yeah. I mean, the worst medical history.
How is
medical
baby
advisor.
formed?
The wiki
that.
how for pictures.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So the founding of Hill House took place in 1795 by the sea captain Thomas Birch for his wife Annabelle, not the doll.
Yeah.
Well, also Hill House is a
Wow.
very famous book.
I mean, Hill House. Anyone could call any house on a hill Hill
Yeah,
House.
that is true.
Yeah.
Every time we're here, you bring up that damn doll.
Yeah. Dolls.
Stop bringing up
I
Annabelle.
didn't do
Oh,
it.
she's sort of following you around like a specter in the car.
Yeah.
And then
Waiting
my
for you to
dog
drive
started
home.
getting sick.
Yeah, my brakes
And
were
the
cut.
cockroaches.
Yeah. Oh, that and the dog shit on the pillow. That was an insane. I feel
that
so
was
bad
tough.
for that person.
Stuff. Go listen to episode 17.
That was.
That's a great guess. I'll confirm in the edit if that's correct.
This is your podcast ghost and editor Trev here. That is the exact episode we were referencing, Insane Pull by Killian. When you're done with this episode, go check out episode 17, Annabelle Made My Dog Poop. It is a part 2, so technically you should listen to episode 16 first. So listen to that one and then episode 17. But finish this episode first. That is all.
Sometimes I absolutely snipe it. I love a good sea captain.
Me too.
I have a weakness for like a fucked up old guy.
Yar.
Yeah.
That's
I think I saw that episode of Pokemon where the lady waits for the sea
Oh.
captain.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's like a ghastly or something.
Yeah.
But that really
Not that one.
that's a haunter.
Yeah.
That's actually not. That's actually purple.
Just
ball.
a purple guy. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Purple
Monster.
lantern monster.
Purple
Yeah.
haunt monster.
Yeah.
So is it haunted haulers as in like yelling, or is it like people who drive trucks?
Oh, that's a great question. It is yelling, but I mean, it's possible that it got lost in translation and
This
it
is
was
true.
supposed to be like trucks.
That does happen a lot with a lot of ghost
So
books.
Birch had the home constructed while he was between voyages. He wanted his wife Annabelle to have a proper home to live in while he was away at sea. And it was a federal style home. And in case anyone was wondering,
I can't do this.
I looked it up
I
ahead
can't
of time
do architecture styles.
so I could show you all
And what I'm picturing right now is a
what
cop.
a federal
Oh.
style home is.
Oh, there's a bunch of those.
That's some shit my wife points at and goes like, I love that house. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Well, the tough part about it is
She likes brick.
I hate brick.
the tough part about the federal ones is there's always like 96 near each other too.
Is
you can
that
squeeze them together and make a super federal house.
is that not a colonial? Is that not a colonial with some brick?
No,
House people?
I mean, I don't know. I don't
Someone
think
in the
so.
fucking YouTube comments could be like, it's obviously different. The structure of the alcoves is completely different.
House Hunter 187 is
idiot.
about
Yeah.
to dunk on you right now.
Also, ghosts aren't real. No one on YouTube can figure out that I don't believe in ghosts.
I know,
It's like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
telling me that ghosts aren't real, even though the whole clip is me being like, yeah, this ghost shit is stupid. And they're
Someone
like,
recent-
sorry, sweetie, ghosts don't exist.
Someone recently commented, "This better be a parody," and I just responded, "Comedy podcast, bud."
Also, the fucking clip is me being like, what if a ghost was made of jizz and you jerked off all the ghosts out? You know, like obviously it's a parody.
you
think my-
ghosts are real enough to be made of
Yeah.
Jizz? That's crazy.
My mother listens to this show. You think I'm taking it seriously?
My mother has also listened to the show.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
My mother will text me like, and she'll be like, tell Trev to leave my baby alone about the shoes. And I'm like, what shoes?
shoes?
And then it'll be like
Oh,
something we talked about. I don't know.
Heaster shoes?
No, it'll just be something we talked about 6 months ago. And I'll be like, I don't
right.
know. We recorded that a month and a half ago. I was in a fugue state, Mom. I don't know what you're talking
Your
about.
mom listen to the podcast?
Yeah, she has.
Yeah, my mom loves
Oh,
it.
wow.
My mom demanded.
My mom has.
Shout out to
My
the
mom
parents who
can't tell the
listen.
difference between the voices, so this episode is going to be really confusing for her.
Oh, wow.
Not anymore. It's me, Killian. This is my voice the whole time. Boku wa Gettigan des.
So Captain Birch basically said, "Hey, honey, I know I'll have to abandon you soon, but how about a sweet home?" And,
Yeah, I'll take that.
Then, guess what? As soon as the house was done, he went back to sea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how he makes his living.
So Annabelle was left alone in the house, and she waited for him to return, but he never came back.
That's, it sometimes happens if you have a Christmas tree boat and stuff.
Oh shit!
You sort of immolate, you sink into the sea. Is Annabelle a good, yearning name?
Yeah, I think so.
would urinate
Is it
to
good
that
to
name.
yearn for a...
What was it?
I would urinate to any name.
What was the question?
No, Edgar Allan Poe was
Annabelle.
like, gotta get me some of that 13-year-old. We were both kids, girl. If I remember the poem correctly, it was roughly like that. So I think it's a good name to
Yeah.
Annabelle.
According to local accounts, Annabelle eventually fled the home, unable to bear the grief of waiting in a house her husband built, but would never walk through again.
I would say sell it rather than flee.
Straight up abandoned it.
Yeah. I guess in the 1800s,
You could do
you
shit
could just
like
be like, the
that.
British are attacking, I'm out.
Yeah.
But also, he never lived in it. He just built it and then dipped. So
Yeah, but she was
There's,
like,
no
he's gonna
memory of
come
him
back
Are you
in it.
eventually.
suggesting? Are you
and then-
suggesting that this sea captain is like BlackRock? He's he's
Yeah.
just buying properties he never intends to live in.
Did we ever? I need to know if this person actually died.
Well, she reportedly refused to ever set foot in the building for the rest of her life. After Annabelle left, town residents began reporting sightings inside the house. A figure holding a lantern moving through the halls at night. Witnesses said they could hear a man's voice calling out a woman's name.
Yeah.
She never answers.
I would assume, first off, they should probably know what the woman's name is that's
I
being
also
called.
I also think he should just light the lights in the house. He built the house. He knows how the house works. Just light the lights in the house. You don't
That's
got to
true.
carry the lantern from the boat.
There's also probably 45 people in this town. I feel like everybody.
I know, yeah.
Do you think
No.
it's giving small town for
Yeah.
sure?
Do you think the ghost lost his mind when they installed electrical lights in the house? He walks in, he's
like,
like, oh, and he
"What
turns the light,
the
he's like,
fuck?
holy shit! Are you fucking kidding me, Annabelle?
the fuck?
Annabelle, they're lighting. You can put lights on
Lights,
anywhere.
Lights, it's loud.
Fire
You
from
hear
the
it.
ceiling.
It is kind of weird that
PlayStation. Whoa, Annabelle!
What the hell? What is this screen of some sort?
I guess he wouldn't know what to call the screen.
It's like a
but-
picture book, but it moves.
Yeah, I think my ghost would be crazy if he saw me just sit at my computer for 8 hours. What did that person do? Did it
He's
do
just
anything?
looking at the portrait the whole time.
They looked at it. The screen was moving, and every 35 seconds, they go, "Oh fuck, he's won. He's won. No, he's won. I didn't kill him. I didn't get him."
He enters his credit card information and gets the same characters over and over again.
And he keeps
He
saying,
just gets sad about it.
"Deck building roguelike," and he just keeps saying, "No, it's a new one, but it's fine. It's not any more friend slop like you're playing."
A woman with extremely large breasts appears and he cheers like he's won the lottery.
Every time, and then he goes and writes a comment about it, and the comment's always about playing with one hand. I don't understand the joke.
So, despite the house's reputation, in 1823, a family eventually moved in, the Craw family. And they also had a little son named Andrew.
Drew Craw.
Drew Craw.
Drew Craw.
The name's
Outlaw.
Drew Craw.
Andrew Craw was known locally as a difficult child.
Oh, I thought he was gonna have a cool nickname.
Yeah. Steel ice.
No.
Known as
Laser
Drew
Wolf.
Craw McGraw.
Yeah, he's
Known as the dragon of Hill House.
troubled. He's troubled.
Neighbors described him as mean-natured and prone to tormenting other children. He reportedly delighted in scaring people and pulling cruel pranks on anyone in the vicinity. Pranks!
Yeah, I know
April Fools! April Fools episode!
I know someone
Gotcha.
like that. I was gonna say, I know.
You got pranked.
I've got an Andrew Craw in my life.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah. I can't believe you shaved for this.
Me neither. My coworkers
Did you,
commented on.
did you have a
on-
reason to shave
committing.
otherwise? Why'd you shave your head also? You're wearing a wig.
Oh well, I always shave.
You
my
could have
head.
a full.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I wanted to look clean for spring cleaning.
Yeah.
I told my coworkers asked, and I told them that
My ghost
was a
podcast
bit.
with
you had to put a wig on later.
My ghost podcast.
my ghost podcast with not enough listeners to justify this bit.
that is actually kind of what I told them.
And now so the wig, you bought it.
yeah,
Okay, you didn't already have this?
No,
So
no, no.
now you do have it.
I own it now.
I assumed you'd just been pulling my hairs out of the microphone for
well,
months.
yeah, that's how I made it.
so what do you
yeah.
think the next thing you're gonna do with this is?
I guess for Halloween I'll have to come up with a costume
Because I
that
have a
requires
few
long
wigs.
hair.
I went as
Spooky your
I went as
fiancé.
Mob Psycho. Now I just have a Mob Psycho wig, and I can't ever
Yeah.
wear it
Yeah,
again.
it's-
I can give you the bangs and you can go as Sabrina from Pokemon like I did last year if you
Oh,
want.
That's
True.
fair.
Yeah.
Or
That's
you
an
just keep
option.
going as Killian.
Good.
That's
yeah.
true.
Oh my god, I could powder my face and see how people treat me
Yeah.
if I was Killian.
Yeah, people totally won't be uncomfortable. Yeah, the people at Walgreens were really weird. No one blinks anymore. They just stare.
Look, when you put makeup on, people are weird in stores. Like, it happens. Right?
Especially if you put it on in the store and you're like, is this my color?
Sometimes you got to go to Target to get snacks before the Barbie movie, and then people give you weird looks a little bit. You know, it's fine.
I went more into the Oppenheimer outfit for it.
Oh, yeah.
So like people just saw me
Well,
like in Oppenheimer but with a pink shirt on.
Yeah, you definitely don't dress like a Redditor every day.
No, okay, so I did.
Hello, epic gentlemen. I have become destroyer of candy.
Nobody asked me what my opinions on women were, so like, they were very
you got to
safe.
pass through.
So this kid, Andrew Craw, sucked. People hated him.
Kids are kind of awful in general.
Yeah, we should kill them all.
Wow.
I mean, no, we should. I'm done.
One night, Andrew...
We should let them build their own town and have them just become child government.
Yeah, so like a
And
little
then-
lamplight.
And we should make it a reality show and then like have to end the show very
Oh,
quickly
no.
because things go not well.
Hasn't
We've
that
seen
been
how
done?
that ended.
Yeah, okay.
It would
We
be
saw how
called
that
Lord of the
ended.
Flies.
Yeah.
One night, Andrew discovered a hidden room inside the attic of the house. Inside that room, the ghost of the sea captain was waiting for him. According to the account, the captain seized Andrew and killed him.
Wait, what?
Hold on, it gets better,
Yeah.
Reportedly, by pulling his head from his body and hiding it
God.
somewhere within the walls of the house.
Do you think he actually RKO'd him onto the blade?
Absolutely fucked him up.
Oh,
The
you know
ghost
what?
just removed his head.
he blasted him through a table?
Remember the first time in like first grade when you see the paper cutters and you're
Oh.
like, I could decapitate the kid who pisses me off in gym with that. You know, maybe that's what happened.
He ripped his fucking head off?
Pre-Bink, I feel like this is obviously just covering up for a murder at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. There's so when I said we should kill them all, I didn't decapitate. That's like a different kind of kill.
Oh, sorry,
Do
someone
you
took
want
you
to take back
seriously.
what
Yeah,
you said?
exactly.
You
No,
want to take back what you
I
said
sort of
now?
did a call to action by
It's
accident.
the sea captain. He's here with us.
Yeah, it's me,
Oh,
the
shit.
seaman.
I think that you should get to decapitate people if you're a ghost to prove you're real.
I
Can
mean,
you only touch their heads? Can't you like not touch everything?
No, people.
that's,
you know, like-
that's a
Nope.
good theory, Hannah.
People get scratched by ghosts all the time.
Oh, they do get back
true.
scratches a lot.
I swallowed the comment. Carry on.
Yeah, so this guy cut his head off. We've been talking about this for a while. Ghosts can also use katanas
How much force do you think it would take
to
to pull a head off? Yeah.
It's probably like 600 like PSI.
It's probably not
So
as
is
much
it-
as you think.
Get over here, bud.
That's like a really strong
Hey, can we
ghost.
talk?
No.
I mean, if you're just grabbing and lifting, and it's a kid, so
Oh,
they're
I was
small.
saying, as a
Yeah.
kid, actually, I think I could yank a kid.
Unless you
Their necks
put
are
your feet
notoriously
on their
weak.
shoulder and then like
Oh, he's like,
like a
yeah.
deadlift.
For the record, I do think the sea captain put his galosh on the kid's shoulder blades.
Sitting like up in like a doorway, and the kid was walking through, and he dropped down from the doorway and was like, and
Oh,
he
you
just-
think he Jeepers Creepers too?
You know how like
Yes.
you know how,
In
like
the
in
bus.
Super Mario 2, like when he pulls up the turnips?
Yeah.
He did that.
Yes.
But it was like the
Yeah.
child's
Did you
head.
know that was actually a different game? My little fun facts. No, I was thinking, okay, you're the kid. You climb up in the attic, right? You're climbing up the little ladder. As you're climbing up, he shoves you to the ground, so you never actually still fully stand up. Boot on the back. Twisting decapitation.
Yeah, how is
I'm not
the-
pulling straight. I'm doing a
How was the
yoinker.
slice?
Twisting would be less force. Yeah.
True.
Just like twisting it off versus just.
I think I'm
yanking.
applying the force more efficiently. I don't think it's less.
Yeah,
I don't think maybe
efficient,
leave me
yeah.
alone. I
Also, how strong?
strong.
how
You're
I
strong.
decapitate is none of your business.
how what?
How strong is a ghost?
As strong as they were in the living
okay.
times.
I mean, they can knock over a gift shop mug at a
True.
popular
And
ghost
if he was
tour.
a sailor, he was very strong.
A child's neck is probably roughly the rigging of a boat line. You know, it's like
has to be.
God.
Has to be.
yeah.
That's a great point. These are all great theories, great points. Definitely not a murder. This was the ghost that did that.
Yeah.
Old Drew Craw.
It also could just be,
Yeah.
you know, the kid gets sick and dies, and then 20 years later, they're like, you hear about that asshole Andrew Craw? You know how he died? Ghost murder. Because that
ripped
haunted
his
house.
fucking
And it was
head
like, you know, whatever diseases they had then.
I'm kind of hoping that maybe whoever killed Andrew was possessed by the captain. Because I can't live in a
would
world
like
where a
someone-
ghost can pull your head off.
Oh, you would like someone to have to do it physically.
I would appreciate that over just being able to just randomly get your head ripped off by a spirit.
When a ghost possesses you, do you go back to normal after?
If they leave, I guess.
It seems like a sort of I don't remember what just happened situation.
Yeah. It's like
got
you
the
were
kids- you got the kids knocking in your
You
hands.
have two kids.
you
and
were in
one
the
kid.
sunken
Yeah.
place while you were possessed.
Oh, you think a sunken
so you
place,
could
I think.
see everything
Oh,
that's
I
happening.
wonder that.
What's the Sith mirrors? that Ray looks through.
Oh,
In the
wow.
Last Jedi, I believe.
Oh.
Or like Insidious, where you're in a little dreamland.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
only thing you can see is you ripping off someone's head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like out of body type shit.
Yeah,
Out of
but he was
protection.
mean-natured.
He was a
deserved
mean
it.
kid.
He kind of deserved it.
He kind of would have grown
To
up
be
to be a
fair,
bad
maybe
person.
his prank was like poisoning women.
This is true. We don't know how far. But
How old was he?
Involuntary abortions.
It doesn't say, but I feel like the way they talked about him, I feel like he was like
Couldn't vote.
11 or 12. I don't know. That's my guess. That's my guess.
At 12, the tensile strength of the neck increases quite a bit. So I guess
So 11.
Probably like 11.
probably like 9. I'd
10
say.
and a half.
Once you get really close to that teen age, it's where they start getting
Too early
right.
and the bones are a little too gummy. It's actually harder than you think. But around 9 is
Gummy?
when they start to.
Gummy, yeah. Good way to describe a kid's neck.
Yeah.
After the murder,
I like that they wrote murder like right at, like they're just
Well,
kind of telling on
No
the-
bones about it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it was a
what it
murder.
was.
after the murder, the captain's ghost vanished from the house entirely.
I also
Oh,
believe.
no way.
Purpose fulfilled, baby.
Yeah.
He was like, I had to kill one kid. I wanted to kill a single child, and I never got to.
If you're the head ripper off ghost, like, and there's no more necks to rip, I'd leave too.
His wife left because she realized, like, she found his old journal, and she's like, he built this house just to kill a kid in it? What the
Eventually,
And on his boat.
after he's dead already.
Yeah.
So
Annabelle, where'd you put the kids I was gonna
I'm gonna
kill?
rip their fucking head off.
Andrew didn't move on. He became the new ghost.
We did
of
talk
Hill
about
House,
this. Chaining ghosts.
Chaining ghosts, yes.
wandering the halls, forever searching for his missing head.
Yeah, so Killian, you actually sniped my next talking point, which is this ties into our theory
Yeah.
that ghosts can make new ghosts.
Yeah.
But this is a little
Also-
tweak.
Yeah, ghost, you can damage a ghost in life. So if I was worried you were going to become a ghost, I would sort of fuck your body up beyond belief.
Whoa,
so
what
that you
the
came back
hell?
shitty style.
Who's that?
I would sort of cut your arms and legs off, so as a ghost, you'd be ineffective at fighting you.
I think
if
in
had to.
the 1600s, whatever, one of the Dutch like revolts that happened with the peasants, they basically killed all the upper class and they ripped them all apart and ate them so they would not be able to go in their afterlife.
Chainsaw Man Part 1.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah. You're actually thinking of Attack on Titan. Yeah.
classic.
Trev, do you want to reference the Harry Potter ghost who almost pulls his head off now?
Oh,
Get out
well,
of the
there's
way.
nearly headless Nick.
okay, great. And move on.
He really wants to participate in the headless hunt.
Nope.
And he actually allowed himself to become a ghost in the hopes that he could participate in the headless hunt because he learned about it before he died. And he was like, I want to be a part of the headless hunt. Turns out he's not headless enough, so he became a ghost for no reason because the ghosts don't even let him participate in the headless hunt.
That's really tough for
So
him.
like the wig and the glasses and the hat and talking about Harry Potter, it was really a lot for me to take.
Now you know why I don't do that shit.
Yeah, it's sort of like, I don't know.
It's embarrassing.
It seemed like you were like a virgin. or
Yeah, a
something. Like it was very intense.
Not an incredibly sex having.
He's not married.
No, this is true.
I am unmarried.
You should be a virgin.
I'm unwed. Yeah, so you take back your comments.
No, you should be a virgin.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Why didn't like Dumbledore become a ghost?
As he was a virgin.
He became a portrait.
But you can communicate so much more information as a ghost in Harry Potter. You can have full conversations. You can learn things.
Yeah, you definitely. Well, you're free to move more than just 2 picture frames. Or
I know
3
this is
picture
sort of a
frames.
rude thing to say. I hate the power system of those books so much. Just immeasurably.
That's fair.
Poorly thought out.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Yes, you
argue
are.
that. I can
always
agree
do
with that.
Yeah.
You always do though.
But yeah, so this ties back into our theory. But the tweak is that if a ghost kills you, they get set free, and then
Yeah.
you are stuck as the ghost.
Yeah, it's sort of
Like
like
dodgeball.
if ghosts
Like dodgeball.
like
When you catch a
yeah
dodgeball.
Yeah.
On one part of dodgeball, kind of.
Yeah.
But sometimes in dodgeball, if you catch it, you stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Bring
catch
somebody
it.
back.
cheating.
You catch it. You bring someone back.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is very off topic. I watched a guy walking down the sidewalk in front of my house today. He was completely by himself. I was the only witness. I watched him make the biggest snowball, and he
yeah.
just like did this for a while looking at a telephone pole. And I just saw him hit it as hard as he could, and he got it dead on. He just did one of those and kept walking.
Dudes
Now,
rock.
and
That's
I
great.
didn't say
That's
anything, but I was
awesome.
like,
Dudes
I
rock.
saw that.
That is
Rock.
great.
One time-
People watching.
My wife and I were walking in Boston, and a guy was like walking towards us, and he was kicking a rock. And then he would like get to where the rock is and kick it again and kick it again. And then he got to us and then he kicked it in front of us and we stopped. And then he like, whoop, and he like stuck his foot up and was like, whoop. And then he looked at us and went, rock kick. And we were like, hell yeah, man. That's the entire conversation. He said rock kick and we were like, yeah, you are, bud.
See, there are what are the NPCs and those people? That's a real person.
Yeah.
An NPC wouldn't do that.
Yeah. And that's the first time they spoke that day.
That was- yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I have to explain to them that I'm kicking the rock because it's a game.
it's a game.
But and so I just have to tell
And
him.
they've been seeing
Well, he's like,
you.
I'm just gonna tell him about the rock, but I guess I should explain the kick, and that's all he got.
Rock-
Like,
Yeah,
the
and
rock
then he's
kick.
like, oh no, I've been thinking this out too long.
He's now
rock
here
kick.
on my face, you know.
And then you turn and you're just like, rock kick.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I
like,
can relate to that spiritually.
Yeah.
Speaking of spirits,
Wow.
that was not even
No,
intentional.
that was very good.
good.
That was very
I like
good.
that whenever you do a good one, you call it out,
I have to.
and whenever you do a bad one, you really like try to let it eat and keep going.
After Andrew's death, the rest of the family fell apart. Andrew's younger sister, Hannah.
Whoa.
No, like that was also just a coincidence. Andrew's younger sister, Hannah, was reportedly driven mad by her brother's disappearance. She confined herself to a room and began collecting dolls obsessively. According to accounts, she never left that room for the remaining 80 years of her life,
I assume like
accumulating dolls until the day she died.
she's collecting like Azure Lane figurines.
Oh, of course.
Just like
Oh, for sure.
But he's still
honked up
there.
anime girls.
Without a head, yeah. But
Well, but
he's
maybe
still
she
there.
doesn't know. Maybe she doesn't have the sight. Maybe
you-
she doesn't know.
Also, his
If
head.
you say he's there, but his head isn't, is it still him?
Well,
Or does
this
it
takes
have
us
to be
the
just
sort of
the
a true
head?
Odysseus.
This is
That's
a-
what it
yeah.
Do you think like he keeps looking through his eyes, but he's like, a wall. Fuck. Am I
Yeah.
in the wall or
what
am I in
part
the
of
attic?
the body is
Stuck in the
looking for the
rafters.
other part of the
Yeah.
body? Is the head just like
Yeah.
where the fuck's the body?
Yeah.
That is a really good question because, like, in Scooby Doo,
Yeah.
the body is just kind of wandering around.
They become
aimlessly.
sentient,
Right.
but like simple.
But yeah, I guess that's how it works. But also, I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
In Scooby Doo, it's like George Takei in there.
Yeah.
It's not like a guy. It's not a real ghost. It's like a you know.
That's true.
He's
yeah.
trying to sabotage the
it's
Kabuki
always,
theater by
It's
you know
always
getting
a real
it
person. Whoa!
destroyed.
Wait, did Scooby Doo prove to us that ghosts and monsters are not real?
Yeah.
I don't
Scrappy was a monster.
Oh, that's
Scrappy
true.
was gunned down in the streets of Brazil. That's where he died, and that's where he should have died.
Dude, I think Scrappy would put up like 12 points a game in the NBA today.
I
I think he
think
had that kind of attitude.
Scrappy always reminds me of like an alcoholic.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
He did pee on people, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking wild
yeah,
child, dude.
couldn't keep it in on the van.
I gotta
ride.
say, as a little shorty, did not love seeing Scrappy do out in the wild because
No.
I felt like it was coming back to me at some point.
It's very, very targeted.
Yeah, no, it's not for me. I like the episode with the goth girls playing guitar.
Oh, the Hex Girls.
Yeah, shout out to the Hex girls.
That was cool.
Shout out.
What was the question?
You were talking about the episode, the movie where Shaggy fucks an alien girl.
Oh
And there's an alien dog that fucks Scooby and they
that
go back to
yeah.
alien
eats dog
world.
food.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I
but
forgot
he
about
also
that one.
eats dog
So
food.
the ghost Drew was just
food to
about
those
the
guys.
house.
Yes.
And Hannah was just locked in a room.
She
For
said,
80 years.
I'm
And
never
she couldn't
coming out.
find him 'cause
I'm never coming out of this
he
room.
wasn't
ever
in the
again."
room.
Maybe he was
I,
spiritually sealed out of that room.
Probably.
Maybe she was like kind of avoiding him too.
Maybe she saw him once and
Yeah.
got scared. and
Maybe,
was
like,
I'm
Maybe
not
she
gonna
didn't
do it.
recognize the body
Yeah.
without the head.
That's a great point.
I
She's
wouldn't-
never seen him without a head.
I think I would recognize my brother's body without his head.
Would you?
No clothes.
Oh, he's naked?
Yeah,
Is he naked?
I wouldn't recognize him.
Ghosts
if he
can't
was
have
naked.
clothes. What do
This
you
is
mean?
true.
Your clothes ghostify too? That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
but I
The
saw
sea
my-
captain had galoshes.
That's it, though.
Yeah, no, those,
Oh,
are,
yeah.
those are clothes. Those are
Those are
accessories.
not
Those
clothes.
are accessories.
Yeah, those are tools.
I
He
just asked
found
the
them.
question.
He found them and put them on.
Yeah.
I simply just asked if Trevor would recognize his brother's body naked.
Naked body when they were 11.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
No. Oh boy.
I feel like if my,
You
if
have
my
that?
if my little brother became a ghost and I saw the big extra large anime T-shirt, I'd be like, that's Liam
him.
as a ghost.
There he is.
Come
Got
on,
him.
bud. Where's your head, bud?
So Andrew's mother supposedly died from a fall down the staircase in the house.
All right.
That's a normal.
I
fall.
think she was pushed.
Oh, you think she was pushed
By who?
by Andrew trying to find his head? Accident. Complete
Andrew
accident.
stumbling around trying to find his head. Andrew's father.
Andrew, stop looking for your head and go to dinner. God, Mom.
Oh, sucks. I wish you were dead.
I don't know if I'm in the walls or not, Mom.
Or Hannah came out.
Out of the
one
way.
time.
One time.
One time.
And she swung her door open and it was right at the stairs.
Boom, and
And it knocked the mom down and she just shut the door and was like, I'm not going through there again.
I'm not going
can't
out
ever
there.
leave.
No.
I'm not going out there. Andrew's father is claimed to have burned to death in the house's fireplace.
Yeah. What? Maybe
How
he,
that happened?
maybe he read Harry Potter and he tried to do the full powder
What
shit.
ended up happening is that the door opened. Hannah opened the door and hit the mom. The mom tumbled all the way down.
And then
at the
she
bottom,
hit
Hit
his big,
the dad.
she hit his
knocked-
big butt and he fell
exactly,
forward
and
into
he
the
fell
fire.
in.
Yeah.
And then he died.
Hannah puts down one of her figurines and the mom steps on it like a Lego and jumps
Oh my
back and
God.
falls.
They sort of a, what is it, a Ruth Ginsburg machine? You know, like Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah. It's a machine that wastes a bunch of time.
Goldberg or something.
Rube Goldberg.
Yeah.
Rube Goldberg.
Yeah. Goldberg the wrestler.
We said the same thing.
That was close.
Yeah.
You were almost
we said
there.
the same
You build a
thing.
big fancy machine and it spears you.
After Hannah's death, the house sat unused until 1992.
Ooh. New metal's out.
Yeah.
Few years before some of us were born.
Yeah.
It became a local tourist attraction, and guided tours were held regularly.
Tour guides dressed like Fred Durst.
Welcome to
Yeah.
the haunted house.
It's all about the haunting.
Do you think there was like a 10-year-old Zach Baggins going on this tour?
Oh, you see fucking Andrew's head. He's like rolling, 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 rolling.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna get canceled for that. We're gonna come and
Fred Durst is gonna love that.
Actually, he would.
We don't even know if Andrew was real, so it's
That's a
okay.
great point.
We
Yeah,
can joke
true.
about that. Yeah. So
This is the one ghost we've learned about who's actually a real child, who was decapitated by like his psycho alcoholic father before he burned alive in the fireplace.
I still can't believe his head was just ripped off. Like he died. No, his head was ripped off. Worst state.
the doctor comes in and they're like, "Doctor, what happened? What did he die of?" And he's like, "Well, he died of a head ripped off disease."
What if the people who believe in like bullshit spontaneous combustion were like, some people's heads just pop off?
You know, maybe
you crick your neck too hard. and
maybe
Like a spring.
JFK's head just did that.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
it's a
it
great
just
point.
did that.
His
Thank you, Jack Ruby.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
His spine was too compressed, and then all the pressure built up. Like a Rock'em Sock'em robot just shot off his head.
The episode ends and Trevor pulls off his mask to reveal J. Edgar Hoover and runs away.
And then my head blows up.
Yeah.
So,
Everyone's
The-
dead in the family.
Yep.
Yeah,
Except now
well-
there's tours.
yep, the most well-known tour guide was an elderly man who had been giving tours for the Hill House for decades.
Sort of an Alfred type
Just a little
situation.
fun fact there.
All right.
He
Sort of
stuck
an
around the
Alfred
house
type
for
guy.
a while. Yeah, they were ghost tours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a
This
hair
is
in my
interesting.
mouth.
I know.
Yeah.
You just keep doing a lot of
Busted.
tongue stuff and looking right at us.
What if you go in the house and he's like, Master Wayne, oh, the kid's head was ripped right off his bones.
And then his
Master Wayne,
father burned in the fireplace.
I wanted you to be different, Master Wayne. That's why I pushed the mom down the stairs.
He did tours for decades.
Oh yeah.
I really hope he had
and
another
the
job.
house was empty at this point. It's just him doing tours.
It's just
Fred Durst
It's
tours.
not
it's
owner occupied. It's
yeah, like someone bought it and just turned it into like a
Oh, a
and just
haunted
hired
attraction,
him.
I
sort of
guess?
a way to get
Yeah.
money, like a business opportunity or something.
no.
people would call that a business interest. I don't know if it's
I call it an interesting
necessarily.
business.
I can't.
There it is.
I can't tell yet if it's a business interest. But perhaps near the end of the episode we'll figure that out.
I don't like you playing dumb in the wig. The hair's for
This
smart
is
people.
good. This is a good
It
bit.
is
This is a smart person here, okay? We're critical here with the hair.
Tour guides would recount the full history: Captain Birch, Annabelle, Andrew's death, the Craw family tragedies, while leading visitors through the ground floors of the
Wait,
house.
did you say Annabelle's death?
Yeah.
The wife.
Captain Birch, Annabelle.
Yeah.
But she didn't die there.
Well, yeah, but you know, she
Well,
died after.
technically she did because she never left.
I thought Annabelle fled because she couldn't live in the house.
talking about Hannah.
never mind.
Annabelle just
I'm mixing
left.
up the names.
I
now.
assume he didn't say Annabelle has a ghost. I assume he was like, this is a part of the story, Annabelle.
Oh, just the sadness.
Just the whole history and such.
Just the vibe, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like one of our Lizzie Borden. You got to talk about Lizzie Borden as if she died there instead of moving to Swampscott and having a fun time or whatever. the
Or
fuck she
I
did.
mean, you could die somewhere else and then just get sucked back in.
nope, you got
That's
to be
a
killed
thing
by a
that
ghost.
happens.
Somewhere that's like
You got
emotionally
to be decapitated by a
Yeah.
ghost.
The upper floors were strictly off limits. Guides warned that the ghosts were more active on the floors.
SOL.
That the tours never reached.
That is actually like a really bold business strategy.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, the most haunted part is actually you're not allowed to go there.
It's just like asbestos.
Yeah.
It's just like lead paint and termites. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is the realistic option, but like the marketing genius option is just to like get people.
Or that's
really
where Alfred
talking
lives
about
up
it.
there. You know.
Or yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like
Got
the,
room and board. His
the
jack off den. He's got all the figurines lined up. You know.
the employee break rooms just up there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't go up there.
You don't go up there.
I smell a ghostly smell. They're just getting
It's the
fucking ripped up there.
fireplace.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just smoking bones up there.
Guides warned. Oh, I said that. Multiple visitors over the years reported hearing voices coming from the upper floors during the tours.
Now, is that just implanted from hearing that there's the most ghosts
Yeah.
up there? Maybe.
Is it the break room conversation
Yeah.
about which ghost they would fuck or whatever?
They're just hearing like two people going at it.
Two morons.
On this ghost tour, any of the ghosts pop out of the wall?
Any of these
Do like a fuckers? Do like a big like cum shot?
No, we can't start doing the lines. Guys will be here all day.
I would think so, but I don't know.
I know that. I'm smarter than you.
At least one account describes a young visitor who claimed to see a boy watching him from a doorway. A boy
An intact boy.
An intact boy
Yeah.
that no one else in the group could see. That is a weird conflicting.
Yeah.
I bet if you told the ghost tour
Story.
people that, they'd be like, "Why'd you see a boy, pedophile?"
True.
Trap you. And you'd be like, "Never mind, I
True.
didn't see anything."
I didn't see. According to one account, a small group entered the house after hours. They discovered a hidden passage behind the walls that led to a concealed room below the house. Inside that room, they found remains, specifically a skull.
Wow.
It's more remain.
Well,
One
a
of the
single
fucking
remain.
things, you know?
That's crazy.
You gotta tell the
dude.
cops that.
I
This is
hope.
like after hours. They might have got that for free.
Yeah.
That's crazy to go
Oh,
into a
yeah.
house and just be like, "Oh, we're gonna break into this house," and then like,
find
there's a
a
secret
skull.
passway.
Oh, whoops.
And then go there, and then there's a skull.
I assume the secret passageway was like a basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
They were
it's
like,
like
wow,
Or a
secret-
crawl
secret
space or
door?
something.
Yeah.
A locked door that
And
I
then
pried
there's just
open?
like a skull there.
Hello, police. We were breaking and entering, and we found a dead body. Or
Yeah, that's
just
the
a
family
head.
mausoleum. You have to get out.
Yeah, you're being a bad guy right now. You're being mean.
You're guilty of what I assume is a crime.
Yeah.
I assume you can't rob skulls from mausoleums, but I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know what the law. I'm not a lawyer. I can't say.
No one's ever caught me, so I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
The group reported that upon the discovery of the remains, they witnessed a full-body apparition
FBA.
manifest in the room. The figure retrieved what they could describe as its head and then vanished into the walls. That sounds like straight up bullshit.
Yeah. Wait. What?
I feel
Full
like
body
I
that
feel
grabbed
like
the head.
how do you know it wasn't a different figure's head?
What? Yeah. Well,
Could've been anything.
How
Could've
do
been a
they
soccer
know?
ball.
How do they know it's their head?
It could have been bowling.
Did only the boy become a ghost?
We don't. I guess we don't know.
Did like the mom
No,
and the
the
dad?
captain.
Oh, the captain. Yeah,
Well, but
true.
he
but
was
the
done
captain
Sort of like a
set himself
vampire's
free
Yeah,
by
so we
killing.
don't. I guess we don't know. These all could be the boy, right?
Because like
Yeah.
the dad didn't become a ghost, and like the mom. Didn't
As far
become a
as we
ghost.
know.
And
Okay.
the other kid saw a boy, and then this one saw a headless.
So the boy
Figure.
didn't get out yet. He hasn't made
He's
a new
stuck.
one.
He has to kill someone.
He has to
kill
find the
someone
head,
or
which
find
he
his
has.
head.
So it seems like he has.
Okay. I'm
Shot
trying
the
to
head.
figure out like if the ghosts are like if there's multiple
Yeah.
ghosts to talk to each other.
So
They're like, oh, I think that's his head, and then he just starts fucking shooting threes. They're like, never mind. Found the basketball.
That's his rock.
Yep.
Damn.
So I know
He
everyone.
actually found his sweet spot on the court.
Everyone here and the Ghost Binker squad at home listening, they're probably thinking, "Oh, FBA, that's the big event of this story."
Yeah.
You would be wrong.
Wow.
Idiots.
A pair
Idiots.
of local residents visited Hill House for a tour during the winter, several months after the discovery of the remains. The tour was conducted normally. The same elderly guide.
Old ass man.
Same route, same stories. They left the house and were stopped by local law enforcement on their way out. The officers questioned why the visitors had been inside Hill House. When they explained they had taken a guided tour, the officers informed them that Hill House had been shut down and closed to the public 3 months prior. No tours had been conducted since.
I was thinking that while you were saying it. Like 3 months is pretty quick for like turnaround for an investigation.
Yeah.
Ghost tour
Yeah.
from a ghost guy.
Yeah.
Wow. How
Yeah,
was the
ghosts really like blowjobs.
tour? He was dressed like a homeless. How was the tour? Did they,
Ghosts
like,
really
a
like it when
rating?
you reach in their
said it was
pocket,
just
young
a,
man.
normal tour.
All right, it's ghosts just be working.
Can you imagine getting pulled over and you're like, no, I was ghost hunting.
Oh. And they're
That's
like,
I feel like
alibi.
if the cops could do that to you, you should be able to do it to them. They're like, you were driving over the speed limit, and I was like, that speed limit sign hasn't been there for 40 years. It's gone. Ooh.
and then you speed off
you just hit it in reverse and just back away.
back into their car.
I also, what did the cops stop them for? Was there a crime?
I guess
trespassing?
breaking it. Yeah, trespassing.
Were they outside the house?
Well, they
didn't
had
wanna,
left after the tour.
Yeah, I'm
Ah.
saying like
Going down the hill.
Well, they were sitting
On
like
the
high-fiving after the tour.
the cops didn't
as
want to
you do.
like maybe survey the scene. Maybe they broke a bunch of
The,
shit.
the cops were just
Maybe they killed a girl in there.
From
You know,
what
They
I
were
forget
just
was
staking out the house.
There's nothing else going on in this town.
Yeah, that's fair.
It seems like everybody's doing the ghost tour.
That's a great point.
fair.
Yeah.
This is my favorite part of the story. The visitors looked back at the house. In the upstairs window, the floors the tours.
That's crazy.
That's a weird sentence.
Floors the tours.
The floors the tours never
That's
went
like a
to.
dessert place.
yeah, the bakery.
They saw the ghostly forms of the tour guides watching them from above.
All of them.
I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I thought there was like 2 tour guides.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they mentioned other guides because they said one of the tour guides is the old man. So I guess there's a couple.
The guides were dead the whole time.
I've talked about how much I hate ghosts that do jobs. Right.
Oh yeah.
If you're like a ghost and you're like, oh, you know what I should do? Work my ghost fingers to the
Well,
bone for the
maybe
man.
the tour guide was the murderer that killed the whole family. So he's like, look at my password.
Oh, it's just trophies.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm a ghost who ran for 1,000 yards rushing in high school. Get over yourself, man. Do the next thing. Caught in your glory days.
Speaking of the
Yeah,
next,
Or
he's
your
trying to
gory-
entice
your
so he can
gory
make a new
days.
ghost.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it seems as though you rip off a kid's head, you get a ghost. So
Yeah.
I would just keep doing that.
that is the end of this story.
That's
of
like
the Hill
dandelion
House.
farming.
Wow.
You just pop off.
Yeah,
like,
just killing as many as you can. And you get a
budding their
legion.
seeds by ripping their head off their body.
I mean, so to just have like a cabal of headless kid ghosts.
Let's quickly hop into the Bink difficulty scale, the Binkificulty scale, if you will. Just a reminder for everyone: 1 is super easy Bink, instant Bink, we might say, no ghosts at all. 10, unbinkable. That was a concrete story. Killian, let's kick you off.
10. I have all the death records right here, and I pop them on the table. I actually located every
Holy
single person.
shit.
This kid's head was ripped from his fucking body. 1. Yeah, 1.
Yeah. Hannah, what do you think?
Don't take
Maybe.
my number.
Is it a 3?
No.
There's no they never caught the murderer. It could have
They
been
never
a ghost.
caught
There's
the-
no evidence that
They never caught the murderer.
could go either way.
What do you think numerically?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Trevor?
I'm like a 5. I kind of like the fact that you couldn't go upstairs, so I don't really know. I couldn't Bink because there's a whole half of the house I don't know.
That's
And also,
that's a
You don't
good
bink
point.
on incomplete information.
I can't Bink on anything. I don't know what's up there.
That's a good
like,
point.
And the head ripping off was
Yeah.
awesome.
And the cops saw the tour guide ghost.
Yeah.
So
And was the
They have
they're
the site.
notoriously honest.
Were the cops
That's
ghosts?
true.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The
Oh,
cops
that's
like,
actually a really good question.
was a ghost
Holy
too.
shit.
you sit in the back
This
of the cop
poor
car. and
family
you're-
just got fucked
The
up.
whole town
You
is
sit in the back of the
ghosts.
cop car. You're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? And they write you like
How
a
did I
ticket
get here?
and it falls just through your hand?
Yes.
You're like, wait a minute.
Officer. You're like, why are you in an abandoned cop car?
And his head just
and then
spins away.
get in
Why
the-
are you
get
wearing
in
a
the-
monocle?
You get in the taxi and you close it and the taxi driver's gone. You're like, what the fuck?
What's going on? This town sucks, dude.
You're just like one car length at a time working back towards the center of town in a bunch of shit that isn't real.
Yeah. An April Fool's prank.
Yeah.
That's what 5.
Oh, 5. Okay.
5, yeah.
Real quick, speaking of April Fool's pranks,
Oh, he's pulling out an M1911.
it was me the whole time. It was me, Trev. I was on the episode the entire time.
President Barack Obama?
I still have hair stuck all over my
Yeah,
head.
you'll find it on you for weeks, days,
Decades
months.
even.
It's crazy.
I, Trev, would like to give this I'm gonna give it I gotta give it a 1. I can't even pretend.
Wow.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
You've been broken.
Yeah.
pulling a kid's head off is a little too much for me.
Prove that it wasn't the ghost.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Rip this kid's head off right here that we brought.
What if I did? You think the cops would let me go?
If you ripped a kid's head off,
Like, well, it's for scientific purposes.
I had to prove that the ghost
tell
did
them
it.
you have a ghost podcast before. After it might seem a little dumb.
Okay.
I have one final reveal for the episode.
It's another wig. It's a Hex Girls wig.
This story reads a lot like a story I read when I was a kid. Are you guys familiar with the Goosebumps franchise?
I was a Magic Treehouse kid. got scared
I
of
only read the
Goosebumps.
Living Dummy ones,
Oh, okay.
and they kind of fucked me up, so I
Ventriloquist.
did not
Little
keep it
ventriloquist.
going.
So then I would think you're probably not familiar with Robert Lawrence Stein, aka R.L. Stein.
Jewish.
What does that mean?
Just stating a fact. What about them?
Well, this was the plot of the Goosebumps book, The Headless Ghost by R.L. Stine. April Fool's Binkers.
You're right. I do hate pranks. You're right, Killian. It's cool. At the end of the prank, you feel like a fucking idiot.
I feel like I wasted an hour. That was so quiet. What was that?
I don't know.
Was that like fucking a song from Fast Times at Ridgemont High playing?
Here, I'll play it again.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That was so quiet.
The fucking whatever that fucking noise. That noise plays when I'm in my car all the time, and I know other people can hear.
Is that noise also me?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are there so many noises me?
What is that name?
Every
as?
noise is me.
I got another one too. This one's fun. Oh fuck.
Wow.
Is
You
that
do
the
this a
noise?
lot.
Damn it. Because when I add a new sound, I have to set it to go through the thing. And
I wonder if someone out there thinks that the sound you play is me going, wow, you do this a lot. Because every time you try to play a sound that's new, it doesn't work. And I go,
pretty good.
wow, you do this a lot. And I wonder if they're like, oh, the sound
You
is
just gave him an idea.
that's a
exclaiming the
great
sound.
clip.
Wow.
That's a great
You could
clip.
probably have a whole clip of just a Killian show, and Killian could not even be here.
I do think you should do that one day.
I'm trying to do that eventually.
After
Especially
one to
once
play one.
once the podcast starts making money, do that as much as you want.
Oh, yeah.
Send me the check and mail it in, brother.
Trev, was the email not real?
The email also was made up.
Nothing is real. Honestly, the funny thing is that like Trev is playing this off like a reveal. That's how real every story we do on the podcast is. They're all Goosebumps stories. None of them are real. You know, like the kid getting his head ripped off and you know, Lizzie Borden hitting someone with an axe 57 times is also fake, you know?
Wait a minute. So in the Goosebumps book,
Yeah.
the old guy rips off a kid's
Yeah,
head?
yeah. Oh, you'll lose a head once
For
in a while.
no reason.
Yeah, as long as it's not
Yeah.
the main
You
kid.
read that?
As long as it's not the main kid,
Yeah, it's
you're
written
good.
for like second graders.
Yeah,
That's
I will
pretty
say
a lot, that's a lot.
the ghost violence is pretty liberal in those books.
Wow.
Any ghost can hurt any other ghost in
Yeah.
those books. You just can't hurt the main kid in that way.
Yeah, the main kid is supposed to be
I never
protected.
read them. The show scared me so much, and again, I don't
the
like
show
reading.
goes so hard.
So I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So Magic Treehouse was cool because it was like the alliteration in the name. But like, that was it.
Remember earlier when I said I was really smart? As a kid, I was like, those books are written like for children. I don't want to read them. I was like 7, and I was like, I'd rather read Aragon. And I would walk around with a big ass book, and I'd be like, I'm
Aragon.
so smart.
How was that?
Ooh, it was good.
An
Type shit.
Like an Artemis
Type
Fowl.
shit.
Like an Artemis
Oh,
Fowl.
I loved Artemis Fowl.
Yeah.
Well, because also Artemis Fowl is like a little nerdy Poindexter.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I really empathize with this character for some reason.
Did you do the Maximum Ride books?
Maximum Ride was sick.
Nope.
It was sick.
I went
like
right from
that.
I went
I
right
did
from
read
Artemis
that.
Fowl to Gravity's Rainbow.
Oh, I love Gravity Falls.
yeah. Bean mouth type shit.
Yeah.
Type shit. That's it for this episode.
Good prank, Trev.
Thanks.
Yeah, that
I
was
feel
sick.
a little guilty about gaslighting you guys for an hour.
I'm going to
but,
staple that wig to your fucking head.
I'll get over
You
it.
should probably let them do an actual ghost episode again soon.
Yeah, of
No, I
course.
As a
I
makeup.
don't think I'm
We
coming
might
back.
not come back. Yeah.
I'm busy that
Okay,
day,
well,
actually.
if you don't listen to the show, that's 97% of our listener base. We're down to my
Open
mother
up the
here.
Patreon. I have something to say.
Ooh, the fee for talking shit on the Patreon is $500.
Oh, perfect. That's much lower than your last year's fee.
That's it for this episode. I want to thank our Bink Squad for listening. And happy April Fools to every single Binker who listened. Did you know this is not a prank? At ghostbinkers.com, you can do all of the ghost type shit. That is following us on TikTok and Instagram at ghostbinkers.
What
And-
if it's GTS and we're a BTS parody band but about ghosts?
Oh,
Are we Korean?
we could do that.
Okay.
Yep, we'll all get the V-line surgery.
Okay, cool. I want to, and I want to get the I one too.
Yeah.
People look
Get rid of
very
the double
normal
eyelid.
when
Yeah,
they
yeah.
get that.
Yeah. I'm trying to look like a Korean woman, kind of on my daily life. So I'm ready
probably
for
can.
it.
I
I'm ready
think
for a tax deductible reason to do it.
That's fair. That's fair.
You can email us, ghostbinkers@gmail.com. Let us know if you can help Killian accomplish those goals.
That's the last Patreon.
Yeah, look the last of his facial feminization surgery.
You can also share a story, request a topic, or argue with us, or tell us at what point you recognized the goosebumpsness of the story.
Yeah. Was it when the sea captain ripped the child's head off?
No, that was pretty real.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, it's pretty fucking real.
Leave us a review on Spotify, 5 stars. It has to be 5 stars, otherwise the sea captain compresses my spine and
Yeah.
makes my head
Like an
pop off
accordion,
like
yeah.
a Rock'em Sock'em robot.
I turn you into a dummy that haunts people or whatever.
And please share the show with a couple of friends. especially this episode because this is one that you can prank your friends with.
Yeah, definitely show this one first to kind of ruin their.
Yeah,
Used
you would
us,
show them
Trevor.
this. Just I feel
Yeah.
We've
I feel
been
abused.
used.
You have been
Imagine
used.
showing somebody this and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is a cool podcast," and it was a lie.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
They'd be like,
well,
why did you do that to
fuck
me?
that person that referred this show to me.
Instead, send them the the book of Goosebumps where the baseball kid gets a mirror and there's
Let's
like
Get
a lefty.
Invisible.
There's like a lefty version of him in the mirror. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's what it's called.
That was,
Because that book-
that was a deep cut. I
Because
saw that.
at the end, the kid throws lefty, and the moral of the story is that if you have the opportunity to draft a lefty specialist from the mirror, you
Ah.
should sell your son's soul for a possible $12 million a year guaranteed. If if your kid throws like 89, so
Better than what my son's making me now.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
7 cents an hour in the mines.
Yeah, black fucker.
Giant shout out and thank you to R.L. Stein for writing children's horror.
Still alive.
That still
Somehow.
holds up, and
Yeah.
I'll listen to the audiobooks and watch the show.
If you got like pulled over and they're like, "Oh, you have an audiobook?" Oh, sorry, it's Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I think I would pull my gun out.
I'll
You
let-
and I are turning the Goosebumps and Gravity's rainbow knobs up over and over again.
I'll just listen to the show instead.
That's a great
Yeah.
point.
And that is it for this episode.
Get the fuck out.
We will catch you on the next episode.
Rip your fucking head
Anywho,
off if
I'm
you're
gonna
in
go
my
to
attic.
bed.
Oh, you got.
tomorrow.
Is that actually her?
Yeah.
It sounds like a fucking cartoon squirrel. Why does she talk like that? I'm gonna go to bed. See you guys tomorrow.
Wait, who was that?
That's that's Hawk Tuah girl.
Really?
That's Hawk Tuah. That's before.
Oh, I can do an end sync. I
Sorry.
always forget. Annabelle, Southern Belle, Annabelle.
I had
you
a
know?
guinea pig named Annabelle.
I remember that.
She's very sweet. She's
Those-
dead now.
How did
Those
it
were the
die?
days.
Most-
She died. She
most
just
of the-
died. She's a
Oh,
ghost
okay.
now. She just passed away normal.
Okay.
Yeah. Every time every time I tell someone that I have guinea pigs and love them as
Guinea
pets.
pets is kind of.
So I'll be like, oh, I have guinea pigs. We love them a lot. They're very important to us. People will be like, oh, they eat them in Peru. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm
Thanks.
aware.
Thanks
And
for
they're like,
telling me.
Yeah, that's sick.
my neighbor had one, and we cut its head off with a hacksaw. I'll be like, you should be in prison for life. It's just stories like that.
No, that sounds
Yeah.
about right. I mean, like I'll ever hear about like most like people's rodent pets.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, what happened? He goes, oh, he fell underneath the fridge.
Yeah.
And they died. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
how? He goes, well, the fridge fell on him.
Yeah. So I care about my
Yeah.
pets and animals, and
It's like,
I sort of take care of them responsibly. So
It's
that's
fine.
never happened.
Usually,
with me.
those people after the hamster, they go and become a parent. So it's,
Yeah,
it's
exactly,
very,
yeah.
very fair and fine.
Yeah, they homeschool.